Welcome back to the channel. Let's see who needs the next reading this evening. Wherever you are. Aries, protection. Let's go into your reading. Aries, people and placements. What's the vibe from your tribe? Actually, let's grab some of these. Actually, I'm going to pull some tarot and get us started. Maybe you feel this way. Maybe you're not sure where to start. We've got three major ideas. Let's see, Aries, people and placements. What are the messages for Aries placements? Okay, there could be something about alchemizing your energy and healing. There's something about charging forward quickly towards your desires or aims. There could be like a sense of change in your life right now. Things could be also balancing out. This could also be new contracts, or you could be reflecting on relationships in the past. I feel like you're not interested in somebody or somebody's apology or meager kind of Page of Cups is somebody immature emotionally. So I think you're charging towards something else or some kind of change. Yeah, commitment in the reverse. This could be a Taurus energy, doesn't have to be, or somebody with strong Taurus placements. This could just be somebody who maybe something was unchanging for a long time or it didn't evolve, so it kind of has to fall out of your life. Yeah, Eight of Cups. So you're detaching and manifesting something else. It looks like with the Eight of Cups, it's like you're instantly transferring the energy to maybe a greater sense of accomplishment, achievement, attraction, and as such, you are attracting better into your life. Yep, Two of Cups. So you could be healing your relationship to love in all its forms, and this is really helping you. Especially if you were like investing in something or fighting for something, you realize, I'm just going to drop it. You know what I mean? So you're making a choice about something. It looks like a choice to move forward, to make a choice maybe about a love situation, to end something. There could be like some final major kind of it is ended or finished for better or worse. Somebody could have been juggling here. Could be an Aquarius or a Gemini, somebody who's strong Gemini. Could be somebody two-faced a little bit. Yeah, it could be a Earth sign, King of Pentacles. This could be somebody with Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo in their chart. This could be somebody who's struggling with their finances as well right now, or you could be dropping this person because they're struggling with their finances. I think there was also something about Page of Pentacles is weird energy. It's like immature energy. So I don't know if this person wasn't investing properly in you, but we're gonna actually, it's giving child. Honestly, I'm seeing a lot of pages, which is concerning. But let's go ahead and see. Yeah, career instability, laziness, lack of motivation or irresponsibility, procrastination, a need to be more grounded, or missed opportunities due to a lack of effort or focus. So maybe you're dealing with somebody like this. It points to immaturity, boredom, and a lack of commitment. So yeah, there is something here that wasn't really like anchoring itself for you, maybe that you've dropped. I see you walking away from it and manifesting something else. Yeah, this was somebody who's lying to you. Guard against, you're seeing through somebody's lies. So let's go ahead and see. Let's get you an animal. Maybe that song's relevant. I think it's by Maroon 5. So I don't know if somebody was targeting you, but was like baiting you or bait and switch kind of energy. Aries. I heard Capricorn in my head. Aries, people and placements. What is your advice from your spirit team? Highest themes of love and light angel Michael for Aries people and placements. So let's just clear the energy. I know I feel very Luna Lovegood when I'm moving that stick around, very bonkers. But Aries, I don't care. I am who I am. I have a Pisces moon. You don't come to me for the stability. I'm just kidding. Or maybe you do. I have a lot of Capricorn too. All right, let's see. You could have lost money, or somebody could be losing money, or somebody overspends money. Maybe this person was causing you to lose time, because time is money, right? Life is very valuable. It's very valuable. How we spend it, because it's ruled by karma. It's ruled by Saturn. We're spending our time on shows. You're at a crossroads in need of guidance. Okay, interesting. Let's see if it's upright or reverse. I think it came in the reverse. Oh, yeah. How can I be a leader in my community? Who do I turn to for help? So, So who can you rely on, really? Maybe you were dealing with somebody you couldn't rely on or rely upon. Overcoming obstacles. Goat. you may be feeling off kilter. The negative energy in your life could threaten to overcome you, right? So if you're slipping, if you feel like you're falling, you need to grab onto things, you need to elevate, you need to go back to God. Pray, make a simple prayer, right? Pray as soon as you awake in the morning, pray right away, pray now in your head. Just talk to God in your head and say, Dear God, Angel Michael, Angel Raphael, please keep me aligned with the highest timeline of happiness and peace. Or you can close your eyes, state that, and when you open your eyes, you'll be in a new timeline. Let the spirit of the goat lead you to a sense of harmony. Remember that life is a balance. We cannot appreciate pleasure without experiencing pain. So just working through any kind of little setbacks could really help you. But I think you just need to like recenter. If you just recenter or talk to God and recenter yourself or ask Him for what you need, because you have free will, right? They're not going to divinely intervene usually, unless it's really dire. But you can ask for what you desire. So if you want to feel better, ask to feel better, ask to feel love, ask to feel support in your prayers, and see how the day pans out, see what happens, see what occurs. So just want to say that. So let's get you some. Let's get you some tea leaf. Aries, people and placements. Messages of importance from the highest teams of love and light. Angel Michael, guardians and guides for Aries, people and placements. Yeah, there's something that you're not willing to work on, it seems, or you're just willing to burn the bridge. Maybe you're just looking for something new, like a new job, new career. You could be separating from somebody or manifesting something else. There could be a lot of changes in your life as well. The moon cycles, especially the next new moon, I think on the 19th, could be a great time to set intentions in the Scorpio house ruled in your chart. You can find that out on AstroSeek's website. Go on Google, search AstroSeek birth chart, and use the whole sign house system in the settings. Enter your birth date information, adjust the city to the city you're currently living in, and the time as the same moment of birth. Because relocation charts exist and affect us. But yeah, we see triumph over obstacles and troubles and stepping into a new experience. So there is something about like kind of just flying above something, honestly, like just kind of like we see the Knight of Wands in your future position. So there is something here about charging forward towards your changes. Wow, recognition. So really focusing on abundance and manifesting abundance and being in that can really help you to steer your life in the right direction. Let's get you some of these Aries before we move into juicy messages. Aries. Limitless possibility, stars in the sky. So you could be just redirecting your energy and focus. Maybe that's why you're not interested in somebody's kind of emotions at this point in time, or a commitment with somebody who seems to have not really shown up with anything substantial. Honestly, this was pathetic energy. No offense. It could have been sexual based mostly, because I'm not seeing anything else, honestly. But you take it as you see fit. If it doesn't apply, don't let you take whatever you want. Maybe this was based in something like superficial or like lust or money, something like that. But yeah, this could be somebody who's like, this is somebody who's in groupthink. They don't really think for themselves. They just kind of listen to what other people tell them to do. Or maybe you're moving away from that and these lies that people have tried to like. Because I see you literally walking away. So, anything else for Aries? Or at least attaching emotionally. Balancing act. Interesting. So you're definitely letting go of something, but it looks like as you do, you shift the energy right into rest and renewal, which obviously magnetizes more of that to come towards you, because the frequency that you're in alchemizes what's coming towards you. So, and this is all opening the gateway for this, like a new opportunity, a new bridging, a new gateway that you can go towards with the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Wands as well. Aries, let's get you an oracle. Nice teams of love and light, Angel Michael, guardians and guides. Thank you. House Mouse. You know the things you're capable of, but are you confident in leaning into that belief? So take the time to alchemize, to integrate. Maybe you're studying, maybe you're reading something, learning about how to embody these energies. Maybe you're journaling, maybe you're writing, maybe you're speaking to your spirit team. If you need help feeling that you can be confident, you can just ask God for that. Help me feel confident. Help me, understand my strength and power. Help me get the downloads I need to understand, right? So, but yeah, embodying that energy. Beautiful. There could be new contracts coming in. 17 could also be a relevant number. I can do a confidence, assurance, and fearlessness. 89. So maybe somebody's born in 1989 or something, or yeah. Yeah, you could be letting go of certain people or doing deep shadow work as well. But it's like you're being rewarded as you do this. It's like suddenly it's establishing harmony back into your life, which allows you to magnetize better. Imagine how terrifying it must be for a humble little mouse to move through a house of giants. Furniture could appear like canyons, and pets must feel like monsters. Yet the mouse finds courage to scurry along and fulfill his quest, right? Because he's got God with him. Confidence is key when you've pulled house mouse. So you manifest in your reality with every step you take, creating that abundance that we see here with recognition and reward for merit as well, that you're stepping into right here. Yes, new experience and triumphing. But I think you're moving away from somebody who wasn't honest, wasn't genuine. Confidence is key when you've pulled house mouse. You could be moving a lot faster in your endeavors if you're willing to put yourself out there. So really pray for that confidence if you don't have it, or courage or whatever, or just act, just like enjoy life. Everything aligns to your frequency. Courage is often misrepresented as a lack of fear, when really it means being afraid of something and doing it anyways. Yeah, just giving the fear no power, basically. I mean, yeah, you can listen to it and pay attention to it a little bit, but like if it's justified. But if not, no, there's no reason to be fearful anyways. You magnetize and create your reality, so why would you create a reality with fear in it? If you believe in yourself, others do as well. If your question is about the birth of a new project, a love interest, or a phase in life, then receiving this card is a good omen for successful outcome. Yeah, there is something here about moving from a lack of success burning a bridge towards a new bridge. This card could also mean you're receiving lots of attention and should make the most of it. However, on the rare occasion the card falls in the deck reverse, it's a sign that well-deserved pride has crossed the line to arrogance or isn't being received well. Don't be afraid to continue to shine your light, but not so much it burns others around you. I think it was upright. So yeah, it's upright. So, or maybe this is just about tempering that in the right balance. Of course, still aligning with God if you ever veer in the other direction, right? But let's get you juicy messages. Alrighty. They're very specific today. They're like, it has to be from this bowl. You've got it. Aries. Could be something about tempering yourself, though, as you're taking action, like little breaks, little rests, and then go, and then take a little, if you got to take a day off, if you got to take a week off, whatever, just don't give up long term. It's the thing. Anything else for Aries? Oh my God. Okay. Gaining respect and reputation. The house in which women cry is cursed. So if this person, I'm not going to even go into it, only liked / loved you for clout. So this could be somebody who uses people, it's like a Casanova kind of energy. And what has been gradually chipping away at you. Jump off the deadly sinking ship. So you need to shift into a new timeline, it seems. Leaders lead, they don't follow. So you need to lead the reality that you want to live. And bad agenda. So maybe somebody had a bad agenda, or they have a good agenda now, and you're changing your agenda. But I'm going to end it there. Thanks for being here. Please hit like, subscribe, and get a personal through the Buy Me a Coffee link, or leave a tip through there. And we have one last message. Always build. So just keep building and protect what you're building. You can see the card that you got has a tiger, like patrolling the property. So maybe we'll read this one. Moon in Aries. Somebody here could have that placement. But let's go ahead and see. I think people are more than moon signs, honestly. So check out your moon sign in your chart. But it says, in a reading, this card suggests the questioner watch for the sympathy. That sympathy with another's predicament does not leave him or her vulnerable to manipulation. Yeah, because the devil wants sympathy, right? So he can keep you in loops. One could find oneself having to protect one's position. The card may indicate a link with the questioner's talent for buying property or running a business from home. Events: defensive action, maternal instinct, business enterprise, arguments over property, reluctantly moving, or family upsets or responsibility. It says, a gentle mother dotes on her children. The waxing moon above, with the symbol of the tiger below, indicates immense instinctive protective power for the feminine side of human nature. The combination of moon and Aries indicates a powerful need to respond emotionally and immediately to a situation. The card makes people with this planet sign combination quite volatile and impulsive, expressing what they feel in a direct and willful manner. I think that's the only thing that I would say about Aries people I've met but it's also boldness. Like there is a level of boldness, but at the same time, it's like some Aries really just fire all the time. Like their pistols are out there shooting. And I say this as somebody who has a Saturn Aries, but like they're just shooting their pistol like left, right, and center. And it's like maybe if you took a breather and you just aimed your shot a little bit better, you know what I mean? You might get a straight shot. But because of the fluctuating nature of the moon and the speed, but it is Mars. It's, Aries is ruled by Mars. So it's all about energy, drive, going for it, starting something. It's a cardinal sign, right? The beginning of the zodiac sign cycle. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that baby crying, right? It's birthed. It's fighting for its life. But because of the fluctuating nature of the moon, but that can give a lot of power as well. Nature of the moon and the speed of the action of Mars, quick flare-ups are fortunately just as quickly forgotten. That's true. Aries will like freaking go there. They'll take it there. You know what I mean? But then they'll just as be over it. I don't know if that's a good thing, because I both my parents are Aries, and yeah, they're spicy, and they should probably think about things a little bit deeper. sometimes. But that, I mean, it's easy to say with Mars. Mars is like, it literally rules energy, so it's all about like go go go. It always just wants to go go go. So sometimes it's hard probably to rein that in, I would assume. Um, but anyways, this and so it is kind of about learning where to channel it, or maybe you need to do like martial arts, or you need to do workouts, or you need to do something to get that energy channeled into, so that you're not just like willing, like just throwing it around. Because I think Aries is probably one of the signs that needs to channel their energy towards something, pioneering something, beginning something, being the boss in something, right? um, this person, or starting something. This person, this card describes as feelings that are strongly colored by early childhood conditioning and intense need to protect and defend anything that represents family. Just as the moon cycle waxes and wanes, so the moon Aries nature can be somewhat moody or changeable, fluctuating with environment. Often, Moon Arian has a strong impressionability that could indicate some psychic ability or potential for medium like powers. There is a great deal of independence in the Moon Aries combination. If the negative side takes over, the card describes an emotional bully. The Moon Aries need for recognition could also lead to approval seeking. So, you don't need to prove to anybody anything except God, really. Um, this could be about work as well, or what you're working on, but I kind of want to pull you guys a Moonology, and then we'll close out. Aries, last messages, now that we're talking about the moon. Hold your vision, fixed moon. So this could be about new beginnings that you're looking to initiate, balance spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. So this could be about the subconscious, the Pisces. We do have Saturn and Neptune finishing up transits there. Starting huge new cycles. I think Neptune is a new 165-year cycle, and Saturn is probably a 30-year cycle. But we have Saturn and Neptune that are preparing to move direct at the end of the month, and they'll be tracking back direct into Pisces and then into Aries again. So you might have noticed, I think they first went into Aries, I think in January of 2025, sorry. So at the beginning of this year, you might have noticed you were starting a lot of things, and then you kind of had to retrace your steps over the past rest half of the year, basically from June onwards, when Saturn and Neptune started going retrograde and all that shit. Anyways, a new start is coming, new moon. We do have that new moon, so prepare, look up your astrologers, lunatic astrology, know your rising sign. If you don't know your rising sign or time of birth, you can always look retroactively through the previous month's transits to see how they've impacted you, to narrow down which of the 12 probably aligns most, so that you can now see upcoming predictions. But I'm going to end on that note. Confidence is key to your success. New moon in Leo here as well. Leo is about creativity, also romance. So I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much for being here. Please hit like, subscribe, and take care.